I'm Dr. Ben Hamer. I'm the founder and chief futurist of Think Tank, which is a futures design studio, as well as being one of Australia's leading keynote speakers. As a speaker, I use trends from today to paint a picture of how we'll live, work, and play in the future. And to do this, I cut through some pretty complex themes, provide really practical advice, and give you some of those real light bulb moments. If you're wanting to find out a little bit more about who I am and my background, then click on the QR code on the screen now. But for now, I just wanted to give you an idea about what I speak about in my approach, should you be thinking about potentially engaging me for an event. The first thing you should know about me is that I'm both academically trained and a certified futurist, which means I'm super rigorous in my research and will always have a really solid evidence base to back up my content. That being said, you won't get a dry and boring presentation from me either, because I strongly believe that a good keynote speaker doesn't just leave you feeling more informed, but also entertained. So I try to balance data-driven insights and credible research with some cheeky humour and impactful stories that have people talking about it well after they've left the room. The other thing is that a lot of futurists can tend to be all doom and gloom about the world. And to be honest, this kind of pisses me off, because there's already enough bad news without needing to add to it. But the thing is, there's also a hell of a lot of good stuff that gives me hope for the future, and that it's something that we really should be looking forward to. And so through my keynotes, I'm not naive, but I tend to take a glass half full approach with a passion for building a community of courageous optimists. So what do I actually talk about? Well, I always look to tailor my keynotes to my clients to make sure they're as impactful and as relevant as possible. But I guess you could say they tend to be focused around one of three themes. The first is everything, everywhere, all at once, which is really about focusing on the key trends shaping the future and what that means for your industry and your organisation. This is one of those ones where people leave with a whole lot of cool anecdotes to take home and share at the dinner table that night. The second is New Mindsets for a New World, which looks at the neuroscience of negativity and how we can and should be more optimistic about the future. Now, this keynote is one that I found is really great for wanting to get people to be a little bit more open-minded and less fixed in their thinking, whether that's part of a transformation program or riding through some rough waves at work. And the third is the rise of the humans in the future of work, which talks about the trends shaping work with a focus on the intersection between technology and humanity. So this keynote helps to give people a greater understanding about what's coming to combat some of the robots are coming to take our jobs rhetoric, as well as leaving organisational leaders feeling a little more confident in how to keep themselves and their teams future fit. If you're keen to learn more, please reach out to the lovely team at Saxton Speakers Bureau, who'll be able to answer any and all of your questions.